diminished in the 1880s when the royal family discovered Turkey and the status attached to their ownership diminished. By 1891, the custom of swan hopping had waned, and although the birds are still marked, this is mainly for conservation purposes than to decide who gets to eat them. Clopton Bridge is a popular gathering place for our resident swan population, as it has been for more than 500 years. The bridge was built in 1480 to replace a rickety old wooden structure and financed by Sir Hugh Clopton. The colourful Cloptons of Warwickshire made their home in Stratford in the 13th century and have contributed some intriguing tales to the area's heritage. Their mansion in Clopton Park is now residential apartments, but we have some fascinating memories of the old house left behind by the Victorian author Elizabeth Gaskell, who visited Clopton in 1825.
Will you allow me to tell you of a very happy day I once spent at Clopton Hall, about a mile from Stratford-on-Avon? I was at school in the neighbourhood, and one of my schoolfellows was the daughter of a Mr. Williams, who then lived at Clopton. One of the bedrooms is said to be haunted, and with its close, pent-up atmosphere and the long shadows of evening creeping on, gave me an eerie feeling. On the wall there hung a portrait so singularly beautiful, a sweet-looking girl with pale gold hair and with eyes that looked like violets filled with dew, for there was the glittering of unshed tears before their deep dark blue. And that was the likeness of Charlotte Clopton, about whom there was so fearful a legend told at Stratford Church. In the time of an epidemic of the plague, this young girl had sickened, and to all appearance died. She was buried with fearful haste in the vaults of Clopton Chapel, attached to Stratford Church, but the sickness was not stayed. In a few days another of the Cloptons died, and him too they bore to the ancestral vault. But as they descended the gloomy stairs, they saw by the torchlight Charlotte Clopton in her grave clothes leaning against the wall, and when they looked nearer, she was indeed dead, but not before, in the agonies of despair and hunger, she had bitten a piece from her white round shoulder. The poor girl, it appeared, had been buried alive. Of course, she has walked ever since, and is said to haunt Charlotte's chamber in Clopton Hall.